What we're going to do in this video is expand upon the previous video. So if you'll remember, what we did is we worked on finger combinations 1 to 2, 1 to 3 and 1 to 4, and we did it both going up and also going down. Now what we're going to do in this video is work on finger combinations 2 and 3, 2 and 4, and 3 and 4. Now what's really important is for these finger combinations we're going to have our first finger always lightly touching the string, so it won't come off the string. You'll need to keep it lightly touching the thin E string all the time. So what I'll do is I'll just demonstrate fingers 2 and 3 and then I'll talk a little bit about it. And then we go backwards. Okay, now a few important things. So as I mentioned before, the first finger never loses contact with that string, it's always touching. And my little finger, I try and keep it as still as possible. So even though I'm using these two fingers, I'm actually focusing a lot on this little finger and checking it doesn't waggle around like that. Now in order to play ascending, the starting position is we're going to press down with the second finger. My first finger is lightly touching the string, these two fingers are off in the air a little bit, and then we transfer pressure to the third finger. Now at this point in time, this third finger is pressing down and these two fingers are just really lightly touching the string. So I'll do that again. So we press down with the second finger and then we transfer pressure. Now to go back the other way, what happens is we start with these three fingers lightly touching the string. We press down with the third finger. So this is pressing down, these two are lightly touching the string, and then we transfer the pressure to the second finger. So I'll do that again. So all three are lightly touching. Press down with the third finger, and then we transfer pressure. So I'll just lean forward a little bit and give you a slightly different angle. So again, I'll go through the 2 to 3 and then 3 to 2. So here's 2 to 3. And once more. And then 3 to 2. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll demonstrate fingers 2 to 4. It's the same general idea though. In this case we're going to have the third finger won't be playing, so you'll need to try and keep that as still as possible. And like the previous finger combination, our first finger is going to be lightly touching the string throughout. So here's going from 2 to 4. And from 4 to 2. Now to go to 4 to 2, what's happening is this first finger, this second finger and this little finger are lightly touching the string. This third finger of course is off the string. And then what I do is I press down with the little finger. So these two are lightly touching, this is pressing down, and then we transfer pressure from the fourth to the second finger. So transfer pressure now. So we start off with 1, 2 and 4 lightly touching the string. We press down with the little finger. and then we transfer pressure. Now I'll lean forward and I'll just show you that again. So here's 2 to 4. And here's 4 to 2. Now to finish off this lesson, what we're going to do is use the 3 to 4 finger combination, which in my opinion is probably one of the hardest ones. So what we're going to do for this finger combination is have fingers 1 and 2 will stay lightly touching the string. So if I lean forward, you'll notice they're not off the string like that, they're just lightly touching the string. They're also not pressing down really hard, so just lightly touching. And you want to try and keep those doing that all throughout. So to start off with, we've got these 3 fingers lightly touching the string. We press down with the 3rd finger, and then we transfer pressure to the little finger. At this point in time, we've got our little finger pressing down, and these 3 fingers are just lightly touching the string. So I'll do that 3 more times. And now to go back the other way, what we do is we start off with all 4 fingers are lightly touching the string. So if I lean forward, you can see they're not off in the air and they're not pressing down, they're just lightly touching. And I'll just demonstrate this finger combination. So we go 4 to 3. So we press down with the little finger, and then we go transfer pressure to the 3rd finger. So they're all 4 are touching, we press down, and then we transfer pressure. And one last time. They're all lightly touching the string, we press down with the little finger, and then we transfer pressure.